Hello, welcome back. Rated Games again. Arena between st4rk playing in purple as the Franks and Metal in yellow as the Vikings. There are two games that were posted on our season, and I'm gonna cast both of them. That's number one here. Let's see how this is going. Let's see how the players are going to do, and I'm gonna start with the maps as usual. Metal saying that's it, so complaining about Vikings a little bit against the Franks could be hard because Vikings don't really have an answer to Frank Paladins, I guess, and bombard cannons are also very strong. But let's see what is going to happen and how st4rk and Metal are actually going to do. I think you can go 100 speed here, it's not too fast, and start with the maps. Main goal for st4rk, forward 40 or outside, one really close to space, second really close to space, that's nice, third goal outside, one boar, oh that's awkward. Oak Forest 3, Oak Forest 3. st4rk may be lucky and could like chop the tree, like the tree hop, but it's pretty unlikely, and I guess he needs to go either delete a piece of wall or go all the way around. And let's see how st4rk is going to do this. I'm going to keep an eye on the villager. Is he lucky? Can he drop the palisade? Yes, it's working. Perfect. And now I can get the boar in easily. Very nice. Boar running back, but not a problem. And should be about in time. Yeah, that was a good lure. Very nice. Remember the tree hop, it's pretty effective. And if this was actually in the wall, it would be a bugged map, but haven't seen this in a long time, so it's alright. We have a second stone for, and the main stone for st4rk in the back here. Sorry for that. And the second gold also safe in the back. So main gold forward and one gold outside, but it's alright, I guess. Not sure if he's going for the deer. Could do it, but maybe he feels he doesn't really need it. Let's go for Metal's map. What does he have? Of course, first boar in, I guess second boar even in. And one boar probably has been outside. Need a glass of water, actually. I'm not gonna go now. In the back, a lot of nothing, except for that second goal. That's nice. Safe in the back. Also main stone safe in the back. 3 deer, I guess. Inside, that's good. That was a misclick. Main gold forward, second stone outside, and a third gold outside. One really close to space, this one more like kind of in the middle, and this one on the top side of the map. We have an extra gold here, we have an extra stone here, and do we have a third extra gold? Yeah, there we go. So actually in the south of the map, a lot of nothing. There's going to be some fights here, I guess, because that's the shortest distance you can go. And Metal is up to feudal age first, is on 25 population, while st4rk now on 27, going 28 pop and clicking up, so it's going to go 30 castle age. Not sure what he's planning to do, but we see barracks come up, so it looks like he wants to go scouts or maybe knights in castle age, get those relics, actually get the deer in. Look at this, he's opening the walls and closing them again because he's got one here already and second one close to the TC, third one is inside. Very nice. So now it's a question of who's going to go aggressive in castle age, and then later on what can Metal actually do with Vikings against the Franks. Flash in nice, hit no burns and no entry. Okay, I'm talking private life here with disturbance. Stable and blacksmith coming up as expected by st4rk, and we see Metal with market blacksmith. That's a standard thing to do, I guess. Up to castle aged outbreaks coming in for farms, 4 and berries. So pretty standard play here. Barracks actually for him coming up as well. Interesting to see, but what is he going to do next? Maybe only a few spears. He is gonna expect the knights or the scouts, so he's gonna face that with a spearman, and yeah, otherwise yeah, there's the spear, there's the scout, actually an outpost coming up for st4rk here, interesting. And now Metal is low on wood, only one lumber camp, and this is actually looking pretty terrible. That's 12, 14 villagers on lumber. It's not what you want to have. Can't even afford a monastery, or doesn't even want to, or did he say, it's on the villager forward. Okay, alright, my fault. There's the monastery siege workshop coming up forward, 3 spears out already. That's the first monk taking the relic, and st4rk only now. Ooh, and that was bad. That was really bad. st4rk is gonna get that monk. This should not have happened. Of course, st4rk now knows about the spearman, and st4rk at the siege workshop up. st4rk is going for knights. Mangonel is out. Mangonel also for Metal, of course, and nobody going for any TCs. But st4rk is enough stone for a castle, and this should be interesting. Maybe just to protect the gold, maybe to go aggressive. And again, this should not happen. A knight just hitting those mangonels, and one mangonel going down. A knight might not even taking damage. Metal is not doing the best he could here. And there's the castle coming up in front of the main goal. This will stop any attempts to go aggressive here. Castle's up in a few seconds. Fletching both are coming for st4rk. Fletching even to get more range in the castle. And st4rk is going to try and go in here, but of course we're just going to see a few stone walls being put up. That's enough actually, because the castle is going to cover the rest. And still no TCs for any player, I guess, at least not for st4rk. Let's check metal. He spent 100 stone, but I'm not sure if that was for a TC or maybe he sold some stone. That's a possibility. Actually going for mining camp on the stone now, and there is a second TC now for metal on this little patch of wood and the gold. While st4rk, let's see, is he going for extra TCs now? Yeah, second TC is up, third TC coming on the gold and that patch of wood as well. Nice position, can fit a few farms around here, at least 5. And yeah, metal the knight stopped his attack pretty much, or is going for a little bit more eco. Of course, st4rk still has a mangonel here, and that's going to be... Oh, that's huge! 2 for nothing! Metal not with a good mangonel micro here. A little bit unlucky actually, and st4rk will be fine now, and st4rk of course better position, I feel. Metal a lot of gold, could click up to Imperial Age soon if he wanted to, but I'm not sure what you're gonna do in Imperial Age with the Vikings. And st4rk lower in score actually, lower in pop, but a lot higher in store, got a better KD. I think he's just taking a lot more resources. Got TC number 4 up and running actually, so st4rk is going for a really big boom here. And still got villagers on stone, so he wants to get second castle up maybe, and we might see his throwing axeman actually. Not sure if metal is right now planning to go arbalest, but he's up to Imperial Age and he's gonna get a castle up. Gonna try and go in, get a trap out, destroy this castle, and then try to get to the gold. Continue the aggression, just a little bit later in Imperial Age. Interesting strategy, and of course st4rk can see this castle come up, but he doesn't have the units to like stop this castle. I'm not sure where the knight went, maybe he lost it to some spearmen, I didn't pay attention to that. But the castle will be up, Imperial Age will be done, and let's keep an eye on metal here. There is the castle, let's see what the villagers are going to do. Lumber camp coming up, and the first trap being produced immediately. And of course, we see more vaults coming up from st4rk here. He wants to make sure that metal cannot just go in and raid his eco. And handcart fortified wall even coming for st4rk. That's a smart thing to do. He's choosing one strategy and is playing it through. And that means go for the boom, try to be safe as long as possible. And while the first trap is out, then the castle will go down. st4rk has no problem with that, because he's just gonna come back a lot stronger if all is according to going to plan. So let's see, go back to metal. What is he planning? Second trap is coming out. Maybe Onager, maybe Rams. Siege Ram is a possibility. Pikemen, I don't know, not really an option. And for now I don't know what metal is actually planning to do. He's 21 villagers behind. Of course he's the one who is going aggressive. And he's going to try to go through these walls very soon now. But I think he needs Rams here. And 3 trebuchets, they are going to be pretty fast. I'm not sure if they're going to be fast enough. There's a few monks on the field, of course, for metal, and he might try to get a few conversions here. But there's also mangonel, and we see a lot of walls coming up here from st4rk. That's pretty nice to see. I think last time I've seen triple fortified walls, it was when I casted some Viper game against Jon Snow. Well, it was Kels, and he was doing like a crazy strategy. Not crazy, but it was just funny to see that you hadn't a chance against those triple fortified walls, and then Viper just came back that much stronger. Imperial Age for st4rk being clicked, and while a few villages were converted, the mangonel is not going down. Second castle coming up here for metal, and he's doing the Onager. Expected, that's probably the only sensible thing you can do. Question is, what is st4rk going to do? Actually going out with 1 TC here on that extra gold, 1 TC here on his third gold. Hospital scale barring armor coming in, so it's gonna be the paladins, and he just needs more gold, and that he cannot take his main gold safely any longer, so he needs to find some other gold sources. That's what he's doing, and metal doesn't know anything about this. Of course, we're on 90 villagers from st4rk against only 70 from metal, so sorry for that. Stark should have the better position here. Metal is in the score lead, of course. He is the one who is destroying the castle, destroying the buildings, trying to go in. But he doesn't have the military numbers he needs. He's got 20. That's a lot of traps here. That's actually 5 traps, 2, 3 onagers. A lot of monks probably. But Stark, look at the resources. He can click Cavalier and then Paladin almost instantly, which is expected. Cavalier upgrade coming in, also Forging coming in. And there's the stables coming up. That's 1, 2 stables. And he's just going to go into the eco. I guess a castle here. Yeah, 2 petards maybe, or even just go through that house. Should be enough. And Metal is not able to go in here. And of course, Stark cannot take the main gold any longer, but he still got that gold in the back. He still is taking this gold without problems. Stark can see this gold, but he doesn't have the units to really go raid. And he's still trying to go through these walls. He should have gone around a lot earlier maybe, or try to cut through the forest here. This would have been an easy task for him to do, but it's really hard, and he's decided to go through the walls. Now the onagers are coming, and the spearmen, of course, few monks here. Should be interesting. Blacksmith, second blacksmith coming up, and Stark doing light cav upgrade now as well as heresy. That's interesting. Not going for the paladins. Not sure why. Maybe he saw the monks and thought, yeah, it's too dangerous. But here on the side, Cavalier production starting. Castle's up. There's the 2 petards. There's the outpost coming up. And while Metal is finally going in, destroying the TC, I think Stark with Heresy won't be defeated here too easily. Or too easy. Onagers and Trebuchets, that's a very strong combination. Both kind of crossbowmen coming in from Metal right now. He still does not know about this forward from Stark. I'm not sure if he's expecting it. And Stark spread out his eco, of course. This is beautiful to see. Those traps and onagers are just doing so much damage. They're killing everything. 133 villagers though for Stark, and once Stark is starting to get units out, he will be fine probably. And there we go. TC coming up on a Metal's gold. There is the 2 petards, so Stark will go in and he's gonna send the Cavalier. Metal is reacting in time. Stark, that was not good. Was way too slow. Shouldn't have done this, but he is busy defending, of course, and he's got a castle up here in the back, but there's a few holes in that wood line, and therefore Stark is migrating to the side of the map. So Metal with a really strong attack now. Even the onagers can kill a few villagers here, but of course villagers can't kill onagers, and it's hard to micro. Therefore the crossbowmen are there, but here we go. Stark is going into the base of Metal, and not sure how good Metal can react to this, because it doesn't have any defenses at home. There's another petard, so Stark just went in again, and trap still alive. Few onagers went down. Stark trying to save a few villagers here, go to the back, build a siege workshop. He should be able to defend here, and he could build another castle if he wanted to. Problem is there's so many trebuchets inside. That's not really, it's not really sure how to, if it's the right thing to do. But there is cavalry raiding everywhere, chemistry, conscription coming in for Stark, and ooh, Metal is going to lose a lot of villages on this gold. Metal will check out 57. This is not good for him, because Stark still at 133. Losing a TC here might lose a few more villages, but who cares if it's that much villages. Stark only is missing food, doesn't have the farms to do so, could put them up, but he's going for siege workshop. And another castle coming up inside. Metal losing like tempo here. The trebuchet is still doing a little bit of damage, of course. But it's hard to fight with monks again on different corners here. Even outpost coming up, built from like 20 villagers, not more like 15. But Stark is looking relatively good. He's 400 points behind in score, but Metal's eco is pretty much non-existent, because from that 48 villagers, only 38 are working. And yeah, Metal built a lot of archer ranges here actually. 3 monasteries, 2 siege workshops, and the arbalest fully upgraded when it comes to range, of course. Good bracer. Another TC going up for Stark, and in his own base Stark will be fine. He could get rid of, actually get a trebuchet out, getting rid of the last units here, and if he's walling this, then he will be fine for now. Stark's eco in the back here pretty much untouched. But Stark very low in resources, except for gold actually. Not sure about the relics. How many relics does Metal has? All the 5 relics, of course. No surprise here. And Metal for now managed to defend. There's still trebuchets and cavalier inside his base, so I'm not sure what Metal is going to do now. He's trying to get rid of that side bases here, but edge bases. Ooh, nice shot on that bombard cannon. That was 450 resources gone to waste. And those arbalists in a very good position, gonna kill a lot of villagers here. The monks coming back to heal. Another TC going down. Cavalier gonna take care of the onagers really fast, and the monks to micro those. That's really hard. Another castle coming up for Stark here. Metal still producing a lot of units. Not sure where he's taking the resources from, but he's got a few villagers working now on the south side. Also no food income. Going for a second mill. A few barracks here to get some pikemen out, but really low resources. And Stark, pretty low in resources too, except for the gold, as we said. And he has a market, so he can buy food if he needs to. And he's still taking gold wherever he can. He's fighting against pikemen here with a trap. Pike only 4 attack and the trap not even going down. So Metal is in trouble here, and he should rebuild his eco on this side maybe. But he needs gold, and he cannot take gold right now. He could take the gold, main gold from Stark if he wanted to, but he's busy fighting. It's hard to do this, and a few idle villagers still. There's still a cavalier, there's throwing axeman, and the biggest threat to Stark is this arbalist monk combination. But I don't see any more siege for Metal now. There's one trap coming up, and Metal could afford a few more trebuchets if he wanted to. But he lost the castle here, and the bombard cannons. Wow, 4 bombard cannons inside. Gonna take care of that second castle. Also, Metal is housed on 105 pop cavaliers, 117 units. This is never good if you want to rush, if you want to attack. And at the same time, Stark is fine with 158 population. Still a lot of gold, got a little bit of food income now, and getting a few siege workshops up. He's got trebuchet of his own, and only problem is that arbalist army, and Metal got 67 military units. That's huge. There's like that's 40 arbalists and more, I guess. Maybe it's 40, and those arbalists can take care of the trebuchets even. But I have to go back because the castle fire. It's something we need to reckon with. The castle from Metal in the meantime going down because the trebuchet and 4 bombard cannons are doing the job here. So no more traps for Metal now, and while he's taking down Stark's traps here, and then probably going back, getting his own trap and onager up. Metal needs a little bit more time. Stark needs a little bit more time, I guess, and then he's gonna come back. And at the same time, he's taking care of, or taking down a lot of Metal's eco here, just not the bottom page. And Stark now with good resources, got a lot of wood, a lot of food in the bank, a lot of gold in the bank. Just needs more units now coming out. Maybe a few elite skirmishes will do the trick, or more bombard cannons. Yeah, they're coming out here. And Stark is repairing this trebuchet. At the same time, he's trying to get rid of Metal's traps. And he still has a working eco inside his own base, because Metal did not finish the job here. He's even taking his main gold now again. And doesn't look too good for Metal this game. Now a few cavalier hitting those arbalists. Of course, any conversion will end in a death here because heresy was done, and a lot of monks going down. This was not good. Metal is losing a lot of monks, and not too many arbalists remaining. Only 30 military units right now. Bombard cannons even hitting those arbalists, and I think this game might go to GG in only a few minutes. Because 43 villagers against 154 villagers. That's 130 working. So what do you want to do? Hoardings, masonry, iron casting. Stark managed to go full boom and remain the boom, or stay on the boom even when being attacked. Spread his eco over half the map, and losing now a few villagers, but he won't really care, I guess. All he needs is, oh, look at this, this is beautiful. So many farms coming, and now Paladin upgrade. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. I hope to see Paladin. Is he taking gold? Yeah, he's taking Metal's gold here. He could take this, 155 gold. It's not really worth it. There's not too much gold left to take. Of course, the main gold is there, but protection by 4 bombard cannons, that's huge, and nice shots here. Metal even, Stark even microing and trying to go a little bit away, and now Metal calling it GG, damn it. And yeah, very, very good game, very enjoyable game. Nice strategy here for Metal, you have to give him that. Was a very strong attack, maybe a little bit late, but was good. But in the end, Stark, a lot of experience and strong enough to win this game, to make sure, yeah, I have to go in at some point. And he managed to defend with a triple fortified wall. Hope you enjoyed this. See ya in game number 2, and GG.